Since the dawn of humanity, we have gazed at the stars and wondered. The spirit of exploration is deeply ingrained in us. Among these intrepid explorers, the Vikings stand out. Their voyages challenged the limits of human endurance and redefined seafaring. Long before Columbus, Viking longships had already crossed the Atlantic. They reached the shores of the New World, leaving behind tangible evidence. Their maritime achievements were extraordinary. The Vikings' voyages were driven by trade, settlement, and adventure. The Vikings' legacy extends far beyond their fearsome reputation. They established trade routes, founded settlements, and interacted with diverse cultures. Their explorations helped to expand the geographical knowledge of their time. Join us as we uncover the truth about these remarkable seafarers. The Viking longship was a masterpiece of maritime engineering. Its shallow draft allowed it to navigate rivers and coastlines. The longship's oars and sail provided power and maneuverability. The rudder allowed for precise steering, crucial for their success. The Vikings, masters of celestial navigation, used the sun stars and natural cues. Polaris, the North Star, was a crucial navigational beacon. During the day, the sun served as their primary guide. Their mastery of celestial navigation stands as a testament to their ingenuity. The Vikings relied on keen observation, practical tools, and time-tested techniques. They observed wave patterns, wind direction, and marine life. The sounding lead was essential for measuring water depth. Their seafaring expertise extended beyond navigation to shipbuilding and survival skills. The Vikings left behind sagas, runestones, and archaeological discoveries. These stories and artifacts offer glimpses into their maritime achievements. Runestones commemorate voyages to distant lands. Archaeological finds reveal the extent of their reach and interactions with other cultures. Among the many daring Viking explorers, Leif Erikson stands out. His voyage to North America, centuries before Columbus, is legendary. Leif and his crew reached a new world, a land they called Vinland. This challenges the traditional narrative of European exploration. Lance Oaks Meadows in Newfoundland, Canada, is compelling evidence of Viking presence. Archaeologists unearthed the remains of a Viking settlement. Radiocarbon dating places the settlement around the year 1000 AD. This site offers a glimpse into the lives of early explorers and their interactions with the New World. The Vikings were renowned for their adventurous spirit and deep-seated wanderlust. From a young age, they were exposed to tales of daring voyages. The sea represented both a challenge and endless possibilities. Their exceptional seafaring abilities propelled them across the globe. Beyond the horizon, seeking new opportunities. While wanderlust played a significant role in Viking exploration, it was not the sole driving force. Practical considerations, such as the search for new lands and economic opportunities, also motivated their voyages. Overpopulation in Scandinavia, coupled with limited arable land, created a pressing need for expansion. The Vikings, skilled farmers and livestock breeders, sought new territories to sustain their growing population. The allure of wealth also played a significant role in Viking expeditions. Tales of fertile lands, abundant resources, and lucrative trade routes reached Scandinavia. These stories, often embellished by returning travelers, fueled the Vikings' desire for prosperity. They saw exploration as a means to acquire wealth, establish new trade networks, and enhance their status within their communities. The Vikings were not only skilled seafarers, but also shrewd traders. They established extensive trade networks, connecting Scandinavia with distant lands. They traded furs, timber, honey and slaves from the east. They sought silver, spices and other luxury goods from the west. These trading ventures brought wealth and prosperity to Viking communities, further incentivizing exploration and expansion. Moreover, the Vikings were drawn to new lands by the promise of political and social advancement. Establishing settlements in unexplored territories offered opportunities for ambitious Vikings to gain power and influence. They could carve out their own domains, establish their own laws, and escape the social constraints of their homeland. The push and pull of exploration, a complex tapestry. Viking exploration was a complex interplay of wanderlust, economic necessity, and social dynamics. Understanding this interplay is crucial for comprehending their motivations. For some, adventure and the allure of the unknown were primary. They sought to test their limits and etch their names in the sagas. Others sought new lands and economic opportunities. Regardless of motivations, their voyages profoundly impacted history. Their explorations led to new lands, trade routes, and cultural exchanges. The Vikings' legacy as explorers continues to inspire us today. Cultural echoes, Viking footprints on foreign shores. The Vikings were more than just conquerors, they were cultural agents whose influence resonated far beyond the battlefield. Their voyages brought them into contact with diverse societies across Europe and beyond. Imagine the bustling marketplaces of Constantinople, where Viking traders bargained for silks and spices. Their interactions left behind a subtle yet enduring cultural legacy. In some regions, the Vikings assimilated, merging their customs with local populations. In others, they left a distinct Norse imprint on place names, art styles, and social structures. These cultural echoes provide fascinating insights into the Vikings' impact on the world. The Vikings' influence extended beyond language to the realms of law and governance. In regions where they established settlements, such as Iceland and parts of Britain, Viking legal principles and social structures left a lasting impact. The Icelandic legal system, for example, traces its roots back to the Viking Age, with its emphasis on oral traditions, community assemblies, and a strong sense of personal honor and responsibility. The Vikings' emphasis on seafaring and exploration also left a lasting mark on the societies they encountered. Their shipbuilding techniques, navigational skills, and knowledge of the sea were often adopted and adapted by local populations. This transfer of knowledge contributed to the growth of maritime trade and exploration in the centuries that followed. Their rich mythology, populated by gods and goddesses who embodied the forces of nature and the human condition, also found fertile ground in the regions they explored. Tales of Odin, Thor, and Freya resonated with local populations, often merging with existing beliefs and traditions. These mythological influences can be seen in place names, folklore, and even in the names of days of the week, such as Thursday, named after the Norse god Thor. The Vikings' cultural impact was not always a one-way street. As they interacted with other societies, they also absorbed new ideas, customs, and technologies. This cultural exchange enriched Viking society, leading to the adoption of new artistic motifs, agricultural practices, and even religious beliefs. While the Vikings were formidable warriors, their legacy is not solely defined by conquest. They were also skilled traders who established extensive trade networks across Europe and Asia. These networks facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. Imagine a Viking longship laden with furs, walrus ivory, and slaves, sailing into a bustling port in the Byzantine Empire. These goods were traded for silks, spices, silver, and other luxury items. This trade brought wealth to Viking communities and exposed them to new cultures, ideas, and technologies. The Viking Age, spanning roughly from the 8th to the 11th centuries, was a period of remarkable expansion, exploration, and cultural exchange. However, like all eras, it eventually came to an end. A combination of factors, including climate change, the consolidation of power in Europe, and the gradual assimilation of Viking populations, contributed to the decline of Viking power and influence. By the 11th century, the Vikings had largely transitioned from raiders and conquerors to settlers and traders, integrating more fully into the societies they had once terrorized. Their voyages of exploration became less frequent, and their once feared longships gradually disappeared from the seas. Despite the end of their era, the Vikings left behind a lasting legacy. Their voyages of exploration expanded the geographical knowledge of their time, connecting previously isolated regions and fostering cultural exchange. Their seafaring skills, shipbuilding techniques, and spirit of adventure inspired generations of explorers and continue to capture the imagination today. The Vikings' cultural influence can still be seen in the languages we speak, the laws we live by, and the stories we tell. Their art, mythology, and social structures left an enduring mark on the regions they explored, enriching the cultural tapestry of Europe and beyond. Their story is a testament to the power of human curiosity, the allure of the unknown, and the enduring impact of cultural exchange. A legacy reforged, from fearsome raiders to intrepid explorers. The image of the Viking warrior, a fierce berserker with a horned helmet, has long dominated popular imagination. Hollywood has often portrayed them as ruthless barbarians, but this overlooks the complexity of Viking history. They were also remarkable explorers, traders, and cultural bridge builders. Recent research has revealed a more nuanced view. Their story now celebrates their seafaring prowess and adaptability. The Viking spirit of exploration, their thirst for knowledge and their willingness to embrace new challenges, finds echoes in the modern age. From the depths of the ocean to the vastness of space, humans continue to push the boundaries of knowledge. Lessons from the Vikings. The Viking sagas offer valuable lessons for today. Their tales of exploration and conquest reflect our capacity for both good and evil. Resilience is a key lesson from the Viking age. They faced immense challenges but adapted and emerged stronger. Cultural exchange transformed their society. They enriched their culture by adopting new ideas, yet their ambition often led to conflict and destruction. True strength lies in balancing ambition with compassion. Section 4. Navigating the Future. Embracing the Viking spirit of exploration and adaptation. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, facing challenges that range from climate change and resource scarcity to social and political upheaval, the Viking spirit of exploration, adaptation, and resilience holds valuable lessons. Their story reminds us that humans are capable of extraordinary feats of courage, ingenuity, and adaptability when faced with adversity. The Vikings did not shy away from the unknown. They embraced it, venturing into uncharted waters, exploring new lands, and pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible. They understood that progress requires risk, that innovation demands a willingness to challenge the status quo, and that the greatest rewards often lie beyond the familiar horizon. Their legacy encourages us to approach the future with a similar spirit of curiosity and determination, to embrace new technologies, to seek solutions through collaboration and innovation, and to never lose sight of our shared humanity as we navigate the challenges ahead. The Viking story, etched in stone, whispered in sagas, and reflected in the cultural tapestry of the modern world, serves as a powerful reminder of the enduring human spirit. Our capacity for exploration, our resilience in the face of adversity, and our ability to learn, adapt, and thrive in a constantly changing world. Section 1. The Undying Embers of Exploration. The Vikings, those intrepid seafarers of the north, carved their names into history with the audacity of their voyages. Their longships, sleek and swift, carried them across uncharted seas to lands unknown. Driven by wanderlust and ambition, they ventured beyond the known world. Their explorations redefined seafaring, challenging human endurance. Their story is a potent reminder of our unyielding thirst for exploration. The Viking spirit endures. The Vikings' legacy extends far beyond their maritime achievements. They were cultural ambassadors, traders, and settlers. Their art, language, and social structures intertwined with other societies. The echoes of their presence can be found in place names and artifacts, even in the words we speak today. Their story reminds us that exploration is about forging connections. Their saga continues to inspire us to embrace the unknown, to seek new challenges and never cease exploring. The true voyage of discovery lies in having new eyes, to explore, discover, and leave our mark on the world.